What was invented by accident? Post-its. They were looking for a strong glue and produced a weak one, but the secretaries of the inventors pointed out that it was ideal for making removable notes. Artificial dyes/food coloring. The chemist, William Henry Pelkin, was trying to make artificial quinine for treating malaria. He got artificial lavender dye instead. Penicillin. Alexander Fleming came back to his lab to find a mold had gotten onto one of his bacterial dishes. He noticed the mold had killed the bacteria. Polyvinyl chloride. Twice. In both cases a chemist mixed together ingredients and put them in a sunny location. The mixture hardened into a plastic. The first guy wrote it down, but didn't tell anyone about it. The second one patented it. No one found a use for it until 54 years after it was first synthesized. Bandaging wounds. A French field surgeon had run out of coal to heat up his cauterizing irons and all he had was strips of cloth, so he bandaged wounds instead of burning them. The bandaged patients had much better outcomes. Radioactivity. A French scientist put a rock next to some photographic film, and when he developed the film he found it has been ruined. He soon found he could replicate the effect. X-rays? Röntgen was fooling around with cathode ray tubes and decided to put a piece of metal in the path of the electron beam. And got very interesting radiation coming off the metal. The resulting radiation penetrated flesh, but not bone. The diode. Thomas Edison tried to use a wire coming out of the top of a light bulb to hold up parts of his light bulb, but when it was on, current flowed from the filament to the wire, even thought they weren't connected. He patented it, but others realized this would create a one-way electricity gate. Vulcanized rubber. Goodyear accidentally dropped sulfur into a rubber compound he was trying to develop. He found that the resulting rubber was both flexible and melt resistant, which meant it could be poured into molds and retain its shape indefinitely. Gun cotton. A chemist spilled some chemicals and used a cloth to wipe them up. He put the cloth near the fire to dry, only to see it burst into flames and instantly vaporize. He realized he had an ammunition-quality explosive. Chocolate chip cookies. In 1930, Ruth Wakefield made them by accident. While making a batch of chocolate cookies, she ran out of Baker's chocolate. She decided to use a slab of semi-sweet chocolate, break it into pieces and mix it into the dough, hoping it would melt into the mixture while it baked. But the pieces of chocolate stayed in place. Velveeta cheese was a byproduct that was considered waste. Someone noticed that factory workers were dipping bread into that vat of byproduct during lunchtime. From there, Velveeta was born. Also, margarine was originally developed as supplemental chicken feed, but various recipes kept killing chickens. So, it was repurposed for human consumption. Silly putty, it was a failed attempt at making synthetic rubber, I believe, or maybe glue, I don't remember which.